In Klown, a man tries to prove his fatherhood potential to his pregnant girlfriend by kidnapping her nephew and taking him along on his best friend's debauched canoe trip.
Jeg skal have det fisk. Det er to det fisk. Det er mit truck. Så. Hvad laver du her?
I didn't know a whole lot about Klown when I watched it, but I did know that it was being considered the funniest movie of the year. So I went in with high expectations only based on that because I was like, oh, well, let's see about this. But I didn't know anything about it, so my expectations were pretty much in the middle. And I have to say, I don't think it's the funniest movie of the year, but it is very funny. Now, first off, because it's a foreign film, I was thinking, I hope none of the humor is lost on me for two reasons. One, because sometimes it's in the delivery, or a lot of times it's in the delivery, and when it's in another language, I can't always appreciate the delivery as well. But also because in other parts of the world, humor is different. So I didn't know if it would really make me laugh as much as it might where the film was made. But I found myself laughing out loud multiple times, and even when I wasn't, I could appreciate the humor, so I thought it was very funny. Plot-wise, it's very simple, but very effective for the type of movie it is. It was handled very well, and I think in other hands it could have not worked, so I'll get into the directing in a moment, but I think that they did a really good job with this very simple story, and it was funny, but it also had heart to it, and even though it may have been not a ton of heart, because I don't know that I felt like a real true moral of the story necessarily, the characters were great, and they made you appreciate that aspect of the story. Directing-wise, this film had, I thought, a great tone, but it also had that camera style, that filming style where you kind of zoom in a little bit and then zoom out and, like someone looks over and you zoom in on their face. And it's not awkward if you're picturing it awkwardly, if you can't picture what I'm talking about. I actually like that style, and I don't have a problem with it. I know some people do because it's like the indie style, but I think it's just a style, and I like it, so I'm fine with that. And I thought they did a good job. They didn't go overboard with it, but I can appreciate, there is comedy just in a slight little zoom, so I thought they handled that pretty well. And also, like I said, I thought that the balance was handled well, even though there wasn't a ton of drama to the story. It didn't take me out of the comedy. It didn't make me roll my eyes or anything like that, so it was a good balance. And acting-wise, this is often where I have a problem with foreign films, only because since I don't understand the language they're speaking, it's kind of hard for me to gauge the delivery. But in this movie, a lot of the comedy is physical or just in the face or in the look, and so I could appreciate it completely. I'm sure there were a couple of moments that were lost on me because I didn't understand the language, but I thought everybody was great. I thought everybody was hysterical. Frank, his face was just hilarious, and I thought Casper was fantastic. He had so many funny bits to him, like the fact of how he grabs the people's wrists and then the shoulders. That was hilarious, and where that ended up was great, I thought. And the kid that played Bo, Marcus, I thought did a good job as well. Overall, everybody did a really good job. And that's all I have to say about Klown without giving anything away. I've got one tiny little spoilerish thing to talk about in just a moment, but overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I don't think a whole lot of it was lost on, or lost in translation, I should say, because I got most of it even though I was reading subtitles and I couldn't hear the delivery as well or appreciate the delivery. I thought a lot of it was very funny. I was laughing out loud, and I don't know about funniest movie of the year, but it was a very funny movie. So now I'm going to talk about just one little spoiler. However, it is a spoiler, so don't watch the rest of this review if you have not seen Klown. After you see Klown, you can come back and see the tiny little thing I had to say, and there is a pun intended with that. If you've seen the movie, you know where I'm going with this. But go check it out, and then you can come back and watch the rest. So the one little thing that I have to say is the penis. The picture of the penis and everybody going quiet at the end of the movie was so funny. I didn't even laugh. I was just like, it was so funny. Just the way everyone fell completely silent, and it just stayed on that for 5 seconds. It was hilarious. And I literally just wrote that in my notes. Small penis photo. I just wanted to mention it. And it doesn't seem worth it now, but I feel like it is. But that is all I had to say about Klown, so let me know in the comments what you thought of Klown. Are you like me and did not understand the language, or do you speak the language? Do you think that I may have missed a few things? Do you think the delivery was very important? Let me know what you thought of the actors. Let me know anything that you want about Klown. And that's pretty much it.
Ja.
Jeg er masser af